Need a Cosmos? Here's your opportunity. So, what do we have here? We have DW-E22 and DW-E21. DW-E22 is going to be Cosmos, aka Spacedisc. DW-E21 is going to be Ramjet, aka Turbo. Weird names, but anyway. So, I know this may not solve the problem of having your own Cosmos, because this figure is going to clock in at a whopping 2.36 inches. But it's still a good Cosmos. It's still a great looking Cosmos that you can add in your filler collection until maybe Hasbro gets their hands on a few more in stock, or maybe Walmart can clean up the mess of this figure being scalped. I refuse to overpay for eBay for a figure that only should cost, which is already overpriced, but at least $20. So I'm not doing it. So Cosmos, you will sit until I get you at a normal price, but I might pick this one up instead. And I'm going to talk about this at the end of the video in a rant. So here are pictures of what we now know as the DW-E22 Spacedisc. And he is, showing fine in the backdrop. I mean, he looks exactly like Cosmos, just small. But knowing Dr. Wu, if you ever had their Dr. Wu cassettes, I think they do a pretty stellar job of trying to bring us the combining cassettes that Hasbro has not even began to touch yet. But if you look at these, the underside of this is yellow, and you can see a little bit of gas behind him, but still. And the robot mode, even though it's smaller and looks like a little, almost on the chibi side, it's still Cosmos. It still looks like G1 Cosmos, and in every respective form, it almost kind of looks like the legacy version or whatever, the Velocitron Speed 500 collection. But yeah, I would say if you don't have a Cosmos, this would be good, because you don't have to pay scalper prices. But I do think people are going to be wanting to pick this up, so you better get on it when this pops up at your favorite e-tailer. So Hasbro, I want to talk to you for a second, because I know y'all be playing with my channel, telling people to shadow ban and using keywords. But man, your collectors are salty, man. Collectors aren't happy, man. Collectors are in a bad state right now. I mean, there's a movie coming out, there's the hype, and that's kind of taking the burden off of you being looked at. But Hasbro, this whole thing of these store releases, I know it helps you, the company. There's zero for the consumer. And being that you're the brand that makes the figures and you're very staunch about that, maybe I feel like this Cosmos was one example of many others that should not have just, again, never made it across that line. And because of that, you're actually you're helping out other parties, mainly third party. And I know you don't like third party. I don't care what you say. So now people are going to buy this one because there's no Cosmos available. You understand? You see how this works? Hasbro could be making money right now. It's not that you made the figure scarce. It's just that when you gave it to Walmart made it scarce. And you're talking about a character that's, well, a very important character in the show. But that's just something to look at for your marketing team, because maybe you might not be thinking that way, but it is true. So what are your thoughts, everyone? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. This is Super Robot Ed, bringing you more news and reviews. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And let me get Cosmos.